We are a manufacturer of membrane switches, light guide films, touchscreens, mostly OEM parts. Best way to describe it is when you look at a microwave oven. You go up to it and there's an interface. The interface is where you put in the time. So you punch in the time, that we call a faceplate. We manufacture those here in Minnesota. The membrane switch behind it is basically like an on and off switch. When you push the button, it sends a signal to the logic board. And then we also make those parts too. So we make the faceplate, the membrane switch behind it, and that's how we create our switches. And we do all the design work right here in the manufacturing right here in Minnesota. I think it went well. I was really glad that we found you, first of all. It made a lot more sense for us to have somebody on our side that understood the business. We don't do leases, we don't do commercial leases, and for somebody to have the experience to bring to the table to make sure that we were getting a fair deal was what we needed, and it worked out very well. We've done it twice without somebody, and I think we left a lot on the table. Where this time here, I think we were able to get the upgrades to the building and the lease price we wanted. Very smooth. I think that your personality lends well. You get along with people very well. You make people feel very at ease. And I think that's a great thing to have on your side. I think there were a few challenges. I think that the landlord kind of changed his mind a couple of times or threw some fastballs at us. How we handled it was to basically either call or email you. You then took care of the issue and got back to us on what the outcome was, and usually it was in our favor. So it was very good. I think the thing that sticks in my mind the most is the handicap restrooms. I didn't know that we needed them here. I think the landlord knew that they needed them, but you brought it to light and made sure that those were put in place. And I really think that's kudos to you. Well, I felt like I had somebody on my side, somebody in my corner. I think every business, anybody who owns a business, understands that if they don't understand a process, they need somebody who does on their side. And it made me feel secure knowing that we had your expertise. The follow through and communication was great. I don't email and phone call a lot, my assistant does, but she was right on top of it, and you basically came right back to us and she kept me informed, and there was never a lag time, let's put it that way. Definitely. I think that, like I said in the previous statement, I think we would have left a lot on the table. I don't think we would have got as much, because the first offer that the landlord came to us with was basically the same lease rate, but without any improvements. And so I think that with all the improvements, it's a much better building. Highly, I would recommend you very much. Basically, I think that, like I say, you put us at ease. You know your stuff. You're firm when you need to be with the landlord, and you have a great professional presence.